He leaves it with his back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality, assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
To the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. They go to the wide receiver screen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anyway, and they're able to make a big-time play.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Pulls and fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right on the money. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Yeah, nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
High the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Makes the catch. It's Barnes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Second down.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. To throw, it's Carr. The screen, he can go. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, he's got some space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Pulls it in, it's locked. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page. First down.
Touchdown, Irish! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Sooner offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving any.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
Trying to beat the DD. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you could see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Barnes. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Finds his man, it's Sategna. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll try the run. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Turning it on! He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Fields. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Wants to fire on second down. Punch it out of the air. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. It's locked. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to fire deep. And he's got it inside the 35. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air, it's Mateer. Under fire, going for 6. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively. Now it sets up fourth down.
That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking for space. It's live. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
That's reeled in. It's Lewis. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He uncorks one deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's lob. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Grab behind the line, it's Bob. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Pressure coming. Thrust that arm out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carr. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Burks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space, it's Love. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes a man miss. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.